We created a program that is something that's really fun for the kids. It's a great theater training, but it's low stress for them. And we try to just keep it really simple and fun and focus on what's really important.
Can you tell me a little bit about the philosophy of the program?
Our motto is every child deserves a moment in the spotlight. So we make sure that our programs feature the children and everyone gets lines, every group gets featured so that no one's standing in the back. They all get a chance to say, wow, look at, I did that. It's a really, it's a good opportunity for them.
Can you explain to me a little bit more about the program?
On the first day they do an audition. We do very low stress auditions. Kids do not have to prepare anything. We teach them everything they need to know for the audition. And the next week we give out the parts and we start to work right away.
Every single rehearsal, we have a drama coach, a dance coach, a voice coach, and sometimes more than that. So the kids are always being trained. There's never any sitting around time. They're always having fun and learning something new from trained professionals.
Our scripts are actually designed for children's theater.
And so they can do it really well. And it's a really entertaining show.
We actually don't live in this area. We drive quite a ways to come down, but they had such a great experience in their first show. We looked for an opportunity to come back again, and we've actually signed up for 2 of the summer program shows.
There are some theater companies that we've been involved in that there's a lot of yelling.
This one, they really look to what's best for the child.
I think that speaks volumes to the director. She really does make it fun. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to be fun.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Ramirez, co-founder of Creative Kids Playhouse Children's Theater of Orange County.
I'm Michelle Sheehy-Bowerin, co-founder of Creative Kids Playhouse.
Think back on the past nearly 10 years that Creative Kids Playhouse has been around, and I have to say some of the most magical moments of my life and the lives of my 4 children have come through Creative Kids Playhouse.
Here at Creative Kids Playhouse, we have a mission to provide theater education for every child who wants it. It doesn't matter how much experience you've had, whether it's a whole lot or a whole little. We take every actor where they are and we grow them with each show that they do.
The culture at Creative Kids Playhouse was very intentional. It's part of the training for the staff to create a place that is inviting, that every single person, no matter what their theater background is, feels welcome, feels celebrated.
I've seen that tremendously with so many of our actors that have been with us for like 3, 4, 5, 6. Some of them have actually been with us for 10 years now.
They know that that show would not be as good if they were not in it, that their contribution to the show would be missed if they weren't there.
The growth that they have experienced, not just as actors, but as people, they're really all people I really enjoy being with.
They are an essential part of a production, and that even if you're only 6 years old, you really matter. CKP is a wonderful service to the students in our community.
On March 13th, when we shut everything down, I assumed we would be back within 3 to 4 weeks. I had no idea that 10 months later, I would be sitting here in our theater location and still unable to have live audiences.
July of 2019, we signed a 5-year lease on a building that we are converting into a theater. We kind of put everything on hold once the pandemic started.
I'm actually here in our theater. We haven't started building yet. Theater companies, we have live people, lots of people together, singing in each other's faces with audiences packed together for shows, and that's how we make a living. To say that these past 10 months have been difficult is an understatement.
We're going to be significantly behind in our finances.
And we've been unable to do live ticket sales, and so that has greatly impacted our bottom line.
Looking at trying to have the theater construction completed in July and trying to make rent between now and July.
We have been blessed that all the programs that we have been able to do have been full.
We've applied for all of the available programs. We've applied for another PPP, we've applied for grants with the state and with the city, and if you know of any that we can, more grants that we can apply to, please let me know.
I'm actually working on all of the final contracts and final permits so that we can get started this winter and spring.
Our plan is, while we're shut down, let's finish building that theater, let's get it all ready to go, let's open the doors. As soon as the health situation settles down, we can just open our doors and get ready at whatever capacity we can.
With your help, we get to get this dream and we get to move forward and do this.
Donate anything you can, $100, $1,000, whatever you can. And please ask anybody you know to help us keep CKP going.
We have been blessed that we have a donor that is willing to help us get through these next months.
We're trying to raise up to $50,000 to get the $50,000 matching. My goal today is to ask you, please do whatever you can to donate to CKP so that we can keep this wonderful programming going. So if you donate $10, it will count as 20 because our wonderful donor will match the other 10.
I'm really excited for the future that we have ahead of us. I feel like it's there, like I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, like the door is partway open and we are so close.
It's going to be just amazing. So we're going forward. CKP is here and we are ready to go. We need your help, but we're going to get it done and we are excited.
Thank you. I really appreciate all of your support during this time, and I look forward to seeing you and giving you hugs and sitting in a crowded theater again in the near future.
Those are some of the most exhilarating moments of live theater, and for a lot of these children, some of the most exhilarating moments of their life.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this month's CKP TV. I'm Emma, and I was in the ensemble.
I'm Skylar, and I played Dallas.
And I'm James, and I played Derry.
On tonight's episode, we are streaming The Outsiders.
To be more specific, tonight's stream is going to be Blue Cast from 2019, and you all are in for a treat.
Yeah, so this show just brought back so many memories. I think one of my favorite memories was just getting to see all your friends every single day of the summer, and just getting to perform with everyone is such a bonding experience and definitely one of my favorite parts of it.
Yeah. I completely agree with Emma. Just seeing everybody was always absolutely incredible. And one specific memory I have was when at one point, in order to kind of help with the emotional aspect of the show and become connected with one another, we brought in an object and that was emotionally important to us, and we would share with each other just how important it was for us and why. And a lot of us really opened up to one another, and it was incredible to have a place that we all felt safe to do that. And there was a lot of cool moments like that.
Yeah, it was a really special show for, I think, all of us that were in it. My favorite part was the Rumble, because we got to take the entire week and really learn stage combat, and we all got to try something completely new that we've never done before with some of our best friends, and it was probably the best experience that I've ever had.
Yeah, I mean, all these reasons are why we love CKP so much, just because everyone is so kind and easy to work with, and it's just such a good environment to be around. And yeah, I think that's why we all love it so much.
Yeah, you're really pushed forward to become a better actor and a better person in general, and I will forever be thankful for that.
And I agree. It's I mean, CKP is a huge reason why I want to become an actor. They introduced me to acting. They are basically the reason I want to be an actor now. And I've met so many incredible people through this program and who have always been there for me and have always reminded me. They've always thanked me for so many things, and they're all wonderful, wonderful people. And I can't say it enough. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, so as most of you know, CKP really struggled to survive in 2020.
It was one of the hardest years for live theater ever.
Yeah, in 2020, CKP brought in less than half of the usual revenue that we would need at the entire year combined.
Normally, CKP produces about 35 shows.
And that includes school plays, one acts, classes, you name it.
In 2020, CKP produced 9 shows in total.
Ticket sales usually pay our rent, so needless to say, those have been pretty low this year.
But all the money that's raised by CKP TV, it goes to helping creative kids pay their rent.
Yeah, in order to keep our theater and continue performing in our space, we need to at least make $10,000 a month.
Our estimate is that we need to raise $100,000 in order for CKP to survive the pandemic.
The good news is, though, that between CKP TV and the 2020 celebration, we've actually raised about $25,000 for CKP.
Yeah, it's amazing. We have an incredibly generous donor that has volunteered to match whatever we fundraise up to $50,000.
Yeah, that's an amazing start. And we are setting a fundraising goal for the Outsider stream to hit $26,000, and we need only about 2,000 more to reach it.
And all donations can be directed to either PayPal or GoFundMe, and the links to both of those websites are in the donations page at www.creativekids.com/donations.
Yeah, that link in the description for the video. It's also in the live chat, and it will be at the bottom of the screen once we begin streaming The Outsiders.
So we'd now like to take a moment to remind you of the $15 suggested donation per viewer, and that can be directed to the PayPal or GoFundMe.
Hey, Skylar, what else can you get with those $15 when you donate to CKP?
Well, James, I'm so glad you asked. So, a donation can get you 1 raffle ticket for the Outsiders raffle, a full In-N-Out package that includes 3 t-shirts, a cooling rag, 2 pins, and a $10 In-N-Out gift card.
Anyone who donates $5 or more is automatically entered into the raffle. The winner will be announced at the end of the live stream tonight, as well as on our social media accounts tonight. We'll also reach out to the winner after the show.
Not only that, we have a super cool intermission game today.
Yeah, last time on CKP TV, we played a CKP trivia game.
This time, we thought it'd be fun for you all to watch the teachers play a game.
Tonight at intermission, the teachers will be playing. Drum roll, please. Very nice drum roll. They will be playing, it's a pretty popular game. Some of you might know it, Among Us.
Yeah, I can't wait for it.
This is going to be so much fun.
But enough of us talking. Let's get to the real reason why all of you are here. Let's start The Outsiders!
Without further ado, on with the show.
This is Pony Boy.
Pony Boy? It's 11 o'clock.
I didn't realize it was so late. I forgot. I'm calling it a theme assignment for English. How long can it be?
Not less than 5 pages.
Not less than 5 pages. But can it be longer? Longer than 5 pages?
As long as you want.
As long as I want. It's all in my head. If I can put it together. Just have to put it together.
Just get it to me when you can.
As soon as I'm finished. No later than that. Thanks, Mrs. Sam.
No problem.
Place to begin. I'd gone to a movie. When I stepped out into the bright sunlight from the darkness of that movie house, there were only 2 things on my mind. Paul Newman and a ride home. I wish I looked like Paul Newman. He looks tough and I don't. The other thing, it's a long walk home with no company. But I usually learn it anyways. I like to watch the movies alone so I can get into them and live them with the actors. I'm different that way. I mean, my second oldest brother, Soda Pop, never cracks open a book at all. And my oldest brother, Derry, is too busy with work to get into a story or a drawing. So I'm different than them. And nobody in our gang takes movies and books the way I do. So I'm
Greaser!
And I'm a greaser. Greasers can't walk alone too much, or they get jumped by the socials. I'm not sure how you spell that, but it's the abbreviation for the socials. The jet set, the rich kids. We're poorer than the socials. I reckon we're wilder too. We're not like socials who jump greasers, wreck houses, and throw beer blasts. Greasers are almost like hoods. We steal things, drive old souped-up cars, have gang fights. I'm not saying I do. Dare would kill me if I got in trouble with the police. Since Mom and Dad died in a car crash, the three of us get to stay together, only as long as we behave. So, Sud and I stay out of trouble as best we can. I'm not saying that either the socials or the greases are better. It's just the way things are.
Hey, Grease! How come you're all by yourself, Grease?
Stay away from me!
Couldn't think of it. You know it's not safe for you to be out here all alone. We're gonna do you a favor, Grease. We're gonna cut off that long, greasy hair.
Leave me alone!
Need a haircut, Grease?
No!
We're gonna cut it real close. How'd you like the haircut to begin? Just below the chin.
Are you crazy? Soda! Derry! Soda! Somebody!
Oh, I see someone!
Derry!
Okay, Grease.
Quick, Mom!
He's asking!
Company's coming!
I have to give you another appointment, Grease. Catch you later.
Pony boy! You okay? A little spooked, that's all.
They cut you?
No, no talk. All nothing. They're cruising our territory!
So stop!
You're really okay. You're not hurt.
A little spooked, that's all. Heard what they did to you, it's nothing.
They have to stop jumping us. They have to stop.
What's in your hand?
Nothing.
Johnny.
Can't take another beating. Can't take it, Pony Boy. I get enough at home.
Are you alright, Pony Boy? Tell me!
I'm okay, Derry. Quit shaking me, I'm okay.
They didn't cut him.
Come on, Derry.
Sorry.
I'm never sorry about anything.
The kid's okay. You're an okay kid, Pony. Did you catch him?
No, they got away this time.
I hit the car with a couple of rocks. I don't think they like that.
I didn't know you were out of jail, Dallas.
Good behavior. Got off early.
Pony Boy, what were you doing walking all by your lonesome? I was coming home from the movies. I didn't think...
You never think. Not at home or anywhere where it counts. You must think at school when you get all them good grades, and you always get your nose in the book, but do you ever use your head for common sense? No, sirree, Bob. If you had to go alone, you should have carried a blade.
No matter what I did, you wouldn't like it.
Leave my kid brother alone, you hear? It ain't his fault he likes to go to the movies, and it ain't his fault the socials like to jump us. If he'd been carrying a blade, it would have been a good excuse to cut him to ribbons.
When I want my kid brother to tell me what to do with my other kid brother, I'll ask you, kid brother.
Next time, get one of us to go with you, Pony Boy. Any of us will.
Speaking of movies, I'm headed over to the nightly double tomorrow night. Any of you guys want to comment on some action?
No, Tommy. I'm working.
Sure, always working.
I've got a choice.
Soda Pop?
I'm picking up Sandy for the game.
I'm glad to hear you say that.
Sandy! Can you stay?
No,
Things at home. You have to go?
I've got a choice.
2-bit, Johnny Cake. You and Pony want to come?
Me and Tony will come.
Yeah.
Okay, Derry?
It isn't a school night.
Since it isn't a school night.
If I don't get all boozed up, I'll walk over and find y'all.
If I ever catch you getting boozed up.
Derry, who needs boozed up?
I've seen you lots of times. When?
2-bit's right. Soda gets drunk lots of times. At drag races, at a dance, only he never touches alcohol.
But come on, Sandy.
He don't need alcohol. He gets drunk on just plain living.
Probably I'll find y'all.
2-bit, if you're walking towards my place, if you're in that direction, could I part way?
Happens I'll be going right by your place, Johnny Cake. Right by your door.
2-bit, thanks.
Johnny still looks terrible. Why did the socials hate us so much?
It's just how it works. We're greasers.
I'm reading Great Expectations for English, and that kid, Pip, kind of reminds me of us. The way he felt marked lousy because he wasn't a gentleman or anything. And the way that girl kept looking down on him.
It's only a book, Pony.
No, it happened to me. One time, in biology, I had to dissect a worm, and the razor wouldn't cut, so I used my switchblade.
Pony!
I forgot what I was doing or would have never done it. The minute I flicked it out, this girl next to me kind of gasped and said, "They're right, you are a hood."
So, was she pretty?
She looked real good in yellow. Don't tell Derry, or I'll say it and think again.
Probably would, but when he hollers at you, he don't mean nothing.
Like hell.
I have to go before my mother gets hacked off. I don't want to miss the game tomorrow.
Wouldn't miss it for anything. Pick you up at home?
Better meet me. I'll be at the Dingo.
She's different.
From what?
From the only girls that'll look at greasers. Tough, loud girls with too much eye makeup, who swear too much. I like Sandy.
She doesn't have it easy. She's got school, a job, and nothing but trouble at home.
Soda?
Yeah?
How come you dropped out of school? I could hardly stand it when you left.
It's because I'm dumb. The only things I was passing were auto mechanics and gym.
I'm not dumb.
I am. Shut up and I'll tell you something. Don't tell Derry.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna marry Sandy. After she gets out of school and I get a better job and everything. I might wait till you get out of school though, so I can help Derry with the bills.
Tough enough. Only wait till I get out so you can keep Derry off my back.
Don't be like that. I told you he doesn't mean half what he says. He's just got more worries than someone his age ought to. He's really proud of you because you're brainy.
Sure.
Maybe we deserve a lot of the trouble we get. Dallas deserves everything he gets in. It should get worse if you want the truth. And Two-Bit, he doesn't need or want half the things he swipes from stores, but it's not like that with Derry. He doesn't deserve to work like an old man when he's only 20, and even with the athletic scholarships, there wasn't money for college. Derry doesn't go anywhere, and he doesn't do anything except work. But he's got hopes for you. You dig?
Then why does he bug me all the time?
You're the baby. I mean, he loves you a lot. Savvy?
You're wrong. Derry don't love anyone or anything. They're just another mouth to feed.
You better get on with your homework.
You in love with Sandy?
I am.
What's it like?
It's real nice. What's the book you're reading for English?
Great Expectations?
Great Expectations.
Hi everyone, my name is Kaylee, and I have been involved in the theater arts since I was in middle school. It has always just been a second home to me. I've made so many friends along the way, and I've truly grown in my self-confidence and my social skills, and I think it is such a great way to bring kids together on and off stage. And I think CKP is doing an amazing job at that, and I'm so honored to be helping out with that. A little bit about me. I am a singer-songwriter from Dallas, Texas, and I have about 6 or 7 songs on Spotify and Apple Music, and I'm a self-produced artist, so it's been a long journey, but if you wouldn't mind checking out my music, that'd be really cool. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I think it's awesome that my songs are playing. That's so cool. And yeah, CKP is awesome. Thank you.
Hello CKP, my name is James Slaybaugh, and if you haven't seen, I started a long-form improv troupe in the hope of starting a long-form improv show. A couple years ago, it was in my sophomore year of high school, I did my first long-form improv show, and I absolutely loved it, and I've now done 4, I believe. Each one has been an absolutely incredible experience, and I thought that this could be a great opportunity to hold a fundraiser. If you don't know what long-form improv is, it's basically you try and improv your way through a show out of thin air, and there's more to it than that. I know it sounds intimidating, but I firmly believe that anybody with a little bit of practice can do it. If you love improv, I highly suggest you consider being a part of this. It meets usually around once a week. as I said before, it's just so much fun. Every day, every rehearsal, it's a brand new thing. That's just the nature of improv, and it's just always fun. It's always exciting, and it's riveting. It's an incredible experience. As I said before, it's probably some of the greatest experiences I've had is in a long-form improv show. So if you're at all interested, please contact me, and we'd be happy to have you to be part of this little project I'm doing. So thank you so much for your time, and I hope you all are doing well.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I was just reading The Outsiders. My name is David Bowen, and you're watching CKP TV. Now let's get back to the show.
Go home! Both of you! Fly
Come on, Johnny Cake, slide through here.
I don't respect.
Follow me.
You know we used to do things legal.
Move it, pony boy.
Sure, Dallas.
You really made him mad. You object? Bob and Randy are disgusting. I don't want to sit with them either.
We need a lesson. We came to see a movie, we'll see a movie.
Bikinis on Muscle Beach.
Yeah, must be something by J.D. Salinger.
Really?
Portia!
Is this here real or is it a wig?
Stop that!
It must be real. You want to check if I'm real?
Dallas, watch the picture.
Bikinis on Muscle Beach. Like to see some muscle?
Take your feet off my seat and shut up!
Who's gonna make me?
That's the greaser that jockeys from the Slash Day sometimes.
I've seen you two before. You guys hang around rodeos.
It's a shame you can't ride bull half as good as you can talk it.
You two whale race, huh?
You better leave us alone or I'll call the cops.
Oh my. You got me scared to death. Better check my record sometime, baby. Guess what I've been in for?
Please, just leave us alone. Why can't you be nice and leave us alone?
I'm never nice. Want a Coke?
I wouldn't drink it if I was starving in the desert. Get lost, Hood. You gonna start on us?
No.
You don't look the type. What's your name?
It's Carnivore Curtis.
That's an original and lovely name.
My father was an original person. I got a brother named Soda Pop, and it says so on his birth certificate.
My name's Sherry, but I'm called Cherry because of my hair. Cherry Valance.
I know. You're a cheerleader. We go to the same school.
You don't look old enough for high school.
I'm not. I got put up here in grade school.
What's a nice, smart kid like you running around with trash like that for?
I'm a Grease. Same as Dallas. He's my buddy.
I'm sorry, Pony. Your brother's Soda Pop. Doesn't he work at the gasoline station at Yes?
Yeah.
Me and your brother's one doll. I'm gonna guess your brothers. You look alike. How come you're blushing?
Not every day you hear a good-looking soda say something like that.
How come we don't see him in school?
He's a dropout.
Before. Morning, boy. Johnny K. For you. And for the redhead, who likes the muscles. This might pull you off.
This might cool you off, Greaser. After you wash your mouth and learn how to talk and act decent, I might cool off too.
Fiery, huh? Well, it's just the way I like them.
Leave me alone, Dallas.
What do you say, Johnny?
You heard me. Leave her alone.
You want to repeat that, Johnny Cake?
Leave her alone. Thanks. You had me scared. You sure didn't show it. Nobody talks to Dallas the way you did.
From what I saw, you do.
One time, a guy told Dallas to move over in a candy counter, and Dallas bolted him so hard, knocked his tooth loose. You got a lot of guts, Johnny.
Really a cool pony boy.
Y'all sit up here with us. You can protect us.
Okay.
Might as well.
How old are y'all?
14.
16.
That's funny. I thought you were both.
16.
How come y'all ain't scared of us like you were Dallas?
Well, you didn't join in the way Dallas was talking. And then you made him leave us alone. And when we asked you to sit up here, you didn't act like it was an invitation to make out with him.
Oh.
I've heard about Dallas, Winston. He looks mean. Not you two.
Sure, we're young and innocent.
No, not innocent. You've seen too much to be innocent. Just not dirty.
Dallas is okay. He's tough, but he's a cool guy.
He'd leave you alone if he knew you.
Well, I'm glad he doesn't know us. It's funny. In a way, I kind of admire him.
Weren't you two yelling at someone a little while ago?
Our dates. They brought along some booze. I don't want to sit in a drive-in and watch someone get drunk.
You really made him mad.
I don't care.
Okay, greasers, you had it. Glory to it. You want to scare us to death? We Johnny?
Kid. Johnny. Come on.
Hey, Two-Bit.
Sorry, kid. I forgot.
Who's this, your great aunts?
Great-grandmothers, twice removed.
A sharp one. How could you two be picked up by a couple of greasy hoods like Pony and Johnny?
We really picked them up. We're Arabian slave traders, and we're thinking about shanghaiing them. They're worth 10 camels apiece.
5. They don't talk Arabian.
Say something in Arabian, Johnny Cake.
Will you cool it? Two-Bit. Dallas was bothering them, and when he left, they wanted us to sit with them to protect them against creatures like you.
Where is old Dallas? Tim Shepard's looking for him.
Dallas just wants some action.
He'll probably find a fight. He slashed the tires on Tim's car just for kicks, which is no joke when you've got to work to pay for them. So they have a fight. If you don't believe in playing rough or anything, Tim's okay. A fair fight ain't rough. Blades are rough. So are chains and heaters and pool sticks. Skin fighting ain't rough. Dallas got caught. He pays up. No sweat.
Yeah, boy, real simple. If he gets killed or something, you just bury him. No sweat.
You dig okay, baby. Honey boy, will you come with me? We'll get some popcorn?
Sure. Y'all want some?
Y'all watch the movie. Come on. I don't think I have your numbers.
What numbers?
Street address and telephone. The girl said watch the movie, so watch the movie.
Maybe I have a piece of paper somewhere.
Your friend, the one with the sideburns, he's okay?
He ain't dangerous like Dallas, if that's what you're wondering. He's okay.
Johnny's been hurt bad sometimes, hasn't he? Hurt and scared?
Worse than that. It was the socials.
No, I don't want to watch bikinis on Muscle Beach. I want to know about this.
Soda and I were kicking rocks in the street. We noticed Junk's jacket on the ground. Then we saw this hump on the other side of the lot. There was a moan. Soda got there first and turned him over. He nearly puked. He used to seeing Johnny banged up. His father clobbers him a lot. But nothing like this. Soda was on his knees holding him, his body all limp, giving him a little shake, saying, "It's okay, Johnny Cake. You're gone now. It's okay." Jubit was suddenly there. Once, he had nothing smart to say. Dallas was there too, swearing under his breath and turning away. And he was sick. Dallas. Finally, Johnny figured it was Soda holding him. Started shaking and crying. Couldn't stop himself. So there was a whole bunch, a blue Mustang full. Soda just kept holding him, saying, "Don't talk," and over. "They've gone now, Johnny Cake. They've gone."
A blue Mustang?
Johnny tried to run, but they caught him. One of them had rings on his hand. That's what cut Johnny up so bad.
All socials aren't like that. You have to believe me, Pony Boy. Not all of us are like that.
Sure.
That's like saying all greasers are like Dallas Winston. I bet he's jumped a few people.
Lots of times.
You think the socials have it made, don't you?
Well, you do.
Well, it may come to a surprise. But we've had troubles you've never even heard of. You want to know something? Things are tough all over.
Then why are we so different?
You're more emotional. We're sophisticated. Cool to the point of not feeling anything. I'll catch myself talk and realize I don't mean half the things I'm saying. I don't really think a beer blast on the river bottom is super cool. But a river bottom gets to be saying something. I've never told that to anyone. You're the first person. Why is that?
Because I'm a greaser, because I'm young. So you don't have to keep your guard up.
For a kid, you're awful smart.
Probably I'll outgrow it. You better get some popcorn and head back.
The picture's ending. You read a lot, don't you, Pony Boy?
Yeah. Why?
I could just tell. And I bet you watch sunsets too. I used to watch them before I got so busy.
Hi, we're Mike and Kristen Spieler here today along with everyone's favorite, Harold the Chicken. Most of you probably know us better as Malia Spieler's parents. We have a local business, Sherpa Financial Advisors. It's just about a mile away from the CKP warehouse, and we're really excited to be sponsoring this edition of CKP TV.
So our family, which consists of our 3 kids and my wife and myself, have supported CKP since the beginning, and it's just been a really great organization to be involved with. Not only have we seen our kids and other kids develop their theatrical skills, we've seen them just gain in confidence. It's a great community to be involved in, and just to see the kids learn how to work well with other people. So we encourage you to tell your friends, your families, and those who love the arts and want to continue seeing CKP perform, to see kids and chickens to develop their skills, to just get involved and help CKP. Thanks.
Thank you.
CKP does everything they can to support their kids, so I think it's our turn to support them, especially in these troubling times. So if you have the time and you have the money, please consider donating to CKP. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the show.
Did you eat all the popcorn? It was delicious. How will we get home? Maybe I should call my folks.
I'll walk you.
It's 20 miles.
It's still early. We get started right away.
Johnny, there's a car back at my place. Take us 10 minutes to walk there. It runs real good. I could drive you.
Trying to figure out what's the cool thing to do?
2-Bit's car okay?
It's a wreck, but 2-Bit will get you home.
Thanks, 2-Bit. Let's start walking. Aren't we adventurous? If you'd rather call your parents.
Maybe I should run ahead and clean out the back seat.
We'll walk together.
I'm sure there's enough gas.
Cherry, look what's coming.
Man, that's a tough car. Mustangs are tough.
What are we gonna do? Stand here. There isn't much else we can do.
Who is it? The FBI?
It's Randy and Bob.
And a few more of the socially elite checkered shirt set in the back seat. Your boyfriends?
Maybe they didn't see us. Act normal.
Who's acting? I'm a natural normal.
Wish it was the other way around.
You mean? What do you mean?
It was close.
It's... What? Blue.
What is? Tell me, Johnny, why do they call you Johnny Cake?
His real name's Johnny Cade, so everyone...
We gotta move it, Johnny. We gotta get home.
Johnny, what do you mean when you say tough? It's a tough car.
Well, it means that it's...
I was asking Johnny.
It means okay. Really bright, sharp. Like you and Marsha are 2 tough girls.
You have brothers at home to help you with things?
No. Tony Boy's lucky. He's got 2.
I'm looking to have soda pop.
And dairy.
Are you crazy?
You don't talk about your oldest brother.
What's to say? He's big and handsome and he used to play football.
That's it? Tell me what he's like.
He's as hard as a rock and about as human. He's got eyes exactly like frozen ice. Thinks I'm a giant pain in the neck and he can't stand me.
Hold on. You and Derry?
It's true. I bet he wishes he could put me in a home somewhere. And he'd do it too if Sarah let him.
Now that ain't right, Pony Boy. You got it all wrong.
Oh,
Derry really cares about you.
Shut up, Johnny Cave. Derry don't want me at home, same as you ain't wanting at home.
How could you talk to Johnny like that? How could you do it?
He didn't mean it, Johnny.
I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. I was just mad because I was making a fool of myself in front of everybody.
It's the truth. I ain't wanted, and I don't care. Shut up talking like that. We couldn't get along without you.
Maybe I should call for a ride.
Just don't seem fair.
What isn't fair?
Like Johnny's father being a mean old drunk and his mother a selfish slob. 2-Bit's mother working at a bar to support him and his kid's sister after his father ran out on them. And Dallas, he hates the world. Even Soda Pop, a dropout so he could get a job and keep me in school. And Derry, getting way too old before his time, trying to hang on to 2 jobs and a family, never having any fun. While the Socias have so much free time and money, they gang up on us and jump each other just for kicks. They have river riding parties and beer blasts just because they don't know what else to do.
I tried to explain.
Yeah, sure. Things are rough all over our part of town.
The way things are. Like it or lump it.
They spotted us.
The blue Mustang.
Sherry, Marcia, listen to us. He You're making a big deal out of nothing. Just because we got a little drunk.
A little? You got reeling and passing out on the street? A little?
Now look.
No, you look. I told you I'm never going out with you or drinking. Too many things could happen.
Baby, you know we don't get drunk very often.
You're not hearing very good. I said never.
Cherry, Marsha. Now, even if you're mad at us, there's no excuse to be walking around with these...
These what?
Vermin.
You call them vermin.
This is the kid that needs a haircut.
This is the search with the blue Mustang. You know the rings on his hand.
Maybe you'd like a close look.
It was you. Cool off, guys.
You guys didn't pick up our girls. Our girls.
You're out of your territory. You better watch it.
Next time, pick up your own kind. Dirt. Listen, greasers, we got 4 more in the back seat.
Then pity the back seat.
Should we run for it? Are you looking for a fight? It's too late.
Hey, I asked you.
You mean if I'm looking for good jumping, you outnumber us, so you'll give it to us.
Hey, you got that right. Okay, kid, you want to reap your performance?
You touch my kid, I'll call the police.
Hey, hold it a minute. You're what?
Back off, guys.
You wouldn't dare.
I don't want to fight, so we'll ride home with you. But first, you go sit in the car and you wait.
Wait?
Wait until we come over.
Hey, we ain't scared of them.
I can't stand fights. I can't stand them. Yes or no?
We'll wait 1 minute. You think a little Grace get away with walking my girl?
Bob, wait in the car. I said I'll be along in a minute.
See ya.
You better go with him, pony boy.
I know.
It's too dangerous. If I see you in the hallways at school, don't say hi. It's not personal, it's just
The way things are.
we can even let our parents see us with you.
It's okay. Just remember, some of us watch sunsets too.
Let's not push the 1-minute warning. It's time. I hope I never see that Dallas Winston again.
Why? Because he's one of us?
Because they might fall in love with him. How'd that be for trouble?
Marsha's phone number. Must have been out of my mind to ask for it. I think I'll go hunt up a little poker game or play some snooker. I don't know. Man, those 2 girls were tough.
Yeah, but if they see us in school, they can't say hi.
If that's your worst problem.
They saved us from a fight. Pony, I'm so glad we didn't have to fight.
He'd have done okay.
You don't understand. I couldn't take it again. I'd rather kill myself or something.
Quit talking like that. You can't kill yourself.
I gotta do something. Maybe I'll sleep here in the park tonight. Listen to the water in the little fountain. Pretend it's a waterfall someplace in the mountains. There's gotta be someplace without greasers and socias. With just people.
Maybe out in the country. You know, for me and the whole family. We drive out into the country.
Let me tell you something crazy. I think I like it better when the old man's hitting me. At least then I know he knows who I am. I walk into that house and nobody says anything. I walk out and nobody says anything. I stay away the whole night and nobody notices. At least you got soda. I ain't got no.
Shoot. You got the whole gang.
It's not like having your own folks care about you. It's not the same.
Pony! Where the heck have you been? Do you know what time it is? Oh, it's 2 in the morning, kiddo. another hour and I would have had the police after you. Where were you? Where in the almighty universe were you?
I fell asleep in the lot.
You. What?
Hey, Portable, where you been? I didn't mean to. I was talking to John and we both dropped off.
It never occurred to you that your brothers, they might be worried for you and afraid to call the police because it might get you thrown in a boy zone so quickly you make your head spin and you are asleep in a lot. What's the matter with you?
I said I didn't mean to.
I didn't mean to. I didn't think. I forgot. That's all I ever hear out of you here. Hey, you keep your smart mouth shut. I'm sick and I'm tired of you sticking up for him.
Don't yell at him.
Honey boy. Honey, I didn't mean to! Honey!
Here they are, guys. Grab the one by the fountain. Cut it out! Johnny! No! Start off giving this one a bath.
Take a drink, Racer.
Oh no, let him go. Let him breathe. He'll drown. Stop. He's drowning. He'll die. Help me, Johnny.
This time, go down.
Johnny. What happened?
I killed him. I killed him.
Think I'm gonna be sick. This can't be happening. This can't be. You killed him?
They were drowning you. You were about to die. They all ran when I stabbed him.
They put you in the relationship for killing people, Johnny. What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
First of all, keep your guys' mouth shut.
Dallas,
I heard the socials were cruising our neighborhood.
they were killing Pony Boy.
I know, I see. The police will be here any minute. Does Darren Soda know about this? I need you to tell Darren.
Don't tell him.
Put this on. You'll get sick before the cops get you. There's $50 in the pocket.
Oh, what do we do?
Hop to 315 freight to Windricksville. There's an abandoned church on top of J Mountain with a pub in the back, so don't worry about water. Buy a supply of food as soon as you get there today before the store gets out. And don't go sticking your noses out till I come, you hear? Get going!
Dallas, thanks.
I thought New York was the only place I get caught up in a murder rap.
Murder rap?
I said get going!
Beginning to get light.
The old church is over there. Dallas was right.
My dreams come true. Around the country.
You go wait at the church. I'll go down to the store for supplies. Be there first thing we do.
Wonder what's happening with the boys back at home.
I can imagine.
I can imagine too.
I think that Creative Kids has helped me a lot in my life with confidence and public speaking. I think without it, I wouldn't be who I am today.
CKP has been such a huge part of my life.
CKP has given me the opportunity to express myself in many ways, and I wouldn't have half the friends I do if it weren't for them.
It was just really helpful to be able to express myself like that and to learn to not be afraid of getting up in front of other people and to do what you love.
It's impacted my life a lot, and I've made a lot of friends and memories with Creative Kids Playhouse. I wouldn't have been able to act out and be myself anywhere else.
It's just all about kind of going for it.
And it feels really accomplishing right at the end when you perform and you realize that all your hard work has paid off.
it is a loving community and everyone is very supportive.
I guarantee you, you go to CKP, you show up, even if you're brand new, there's not going to be one mean person to you. Everyone's so welcoming, everyone's so nice.
And it feels like a family after all the rehearsals.
It's just such a great environment. They're amazing, and if you're watching this right now, it's because you care about them.
Donating to Creative Kids Playhouse helps a lot of kids reach their dream of being an actor. It really helps a lot of kids be themselves, just like me. Creative Kids Playhouse has given me experiences I'll never forget, and donating to them will help create unforgettable memories for so many other kids as well.
I think that you should donate to Creative Kids Playhouse because you can give a bunch of other kids the opportunity to grow the way that I did, being in so many shows, and I had so much fun. And I think that a lot of other people should experience that too.
You are making such a big difference for them to have the ability to be able to challenge themselves and work with others and make tons of new friends and so many enjoyable experiences.
I honestly think it is one of the most wonderful theater companies ever. So many of my most treasured memories have happened because of CKP. And it creates such a wonderful community, and it means so much to so many people. I seriously can't imagine my life without CKP. It would mean the world if you could consider donating. Creative Kids Playhouse has made a huge difference in my life and the lives of so many others. Please donate if you can and help this amazing program continue.
Oh, I didn't see you there. Well, my name's Owen, and you're watching CKP TV.
Maybe Dallas knows something. He didn't say, but when the police worked him over, he told them he thought they're headed for Texas. Do you think? Maybe. One thing's for sure. They're not headed for Texas.
The first topic Miss Works.
If you want to go in.
You would think he'd give us a phone call!
If there's a phone handy, and if he has some money, and if nobody's around, and if...
Okay.
No news. You've both been up all night?
How'd you get home?
Not good. The worst.
That bad?
I said the worst. We have to talk.
I'm getting a little nervous.
I can't live at home anymore. I have to get out right now.
You can always stay here, Sandy.
How can you get out right now?
How can I stay? I've been up all night too.
You should have called.
So did Pop. I'm going to Tallahassee, Florida. My grandmother lives there. I'm gonna live with my grandmother in Florida.
Hold on, you don't have to do that. You can stay here. You heard Derry, you don't have to go to Florida.
I can't stay here.
We could get married. Go to Sunday.
We're 16.
A couple weeks, I'll be 17.
So did Pop.
No, Sandy,
I have to get away. I can't talk about it anymore. And I can't see you anymore.
What?
That's what I came here to tell you.
Sandy.
It's hard enough, Soda Pop.
What?
Don't make it worse. Don't do that.
Okay. Okay, for now. It's been a bad night. You have to back off. Well, okay. But we'll write. Keep in touch. Give it a little time and we can work things out.
When you see Ponyboy and Johnny, explain to him. I sure love you.
Sandy.
Looks like another fight over at the lot!
Bye.
All right. You right back.
Some socials are after 2-bit. Dallas is there.
They sure got great timing.
What about Sandy?
She has to visit her grandmother.
You okay?
Why not?
Second time I've been jumped this morning.
The social a little tense this morning.
Tense?
I heard that you told the Fuzz that Pony and Johnny were heading for Texas.
That could be one possibility.
Can you think of another possibility?
You'd have to ask them.
Man, look at that car. Corvette Stingray.
Man, look at that redhead. Wait, that's the dead guy's girlfriend. Let's run this trick out of here.
Don't touch her, Dallas.
What's this? Coming on same as John cake.
How was John?
You want to know about that?
What do you know about Pony Boy?
The police think you might be headed southwest somewhere.
It's necessary to jerk me around. At least we all know about Bob. Yeah.
Too bad about that.
Yeah, he's dead. Too bad.
Would you all come in?
The reason I came over, the whole mess, maybe it's my fault.
So what about it?
Maybe I could help.
You?
Come on, Dallas.
Hold on. How about we go over to the dingo? I'll buy you a Coke, and we can talk about this and that.
Pony and Johnny need someone who can testify, and you want to make out at the dingo? Sorry, I have to get out of here.
No, wait, please, wait.
For what?
It took a lot of nerve for you to come here this morning.
Yes, it did.
Any message for the juvenile delinquents?
Yes. Tell them I said hi.
Dallas.
I only want to talk to her. Clear, I'm about to testify. Hey, don't worry.
Talk nice, Dallas. You hear me?
I always talk nice.
Tell them I said hi.
I heard they're headed for Texas.
Your kid brother is so smart. Why can't he locate a telephone?
We're loaded up. Nobody paid any attention at the store. Got a week's supply of bologna, loaves of bread, box of matches, candy bars.
What else? More candy bars. Gone with the Wind? How did you know I always wanted to read this book?
I remember you saying something about it. I thought you could read it out loud and help kill the timers.
Thanks.
We're in big trouble.
I'm still tired. A little spooked. Things been happening so fast. Man, I'm tired.
Last night? Was it last night?
Last night we were walking Sherry and Marsha over to Tubits. Last night we were laying in the lot, looking up at the stars.
Last night, I killed that Bob. He could have been over 17 or 18 and I killed him. Sure tired too. I bet they were cool guys, riding into sure death because they were down. They remind me of Dallas.
Dallas ain't got any more man than I do. You saw how you treated those girls in the nightly double.
Yeah, but one night I saw him getting picked up by the fellas. He kept it in the pool. They were getting him for something Two-Bit did, and Dallas knew it. Yet he took the sentence without batting an eye or even denying it.
That's Galley.
Is your hair now? Go back to sleep.
Golly, that's sure pretty.
Wouldn't it be cool to be able to paint that sky?
Too bad it can't stay like that.
Nothing gold can stay.
What?
A poem I read once. I was remembering it. Nature's first green is gold, her heart is two to hold. For early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. It goes on.
Well, you go on.
Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down to day. Nothing gold can stay.
Where'd you learn that?
Robert Frost wrote it. He meant more to it than I'm getting, though.
How come you remember it?
I keep trying to figure it out. I never quite got what he meant by it.
Well, I never noticed colors and clouds and stuff before you reminded me of them. It's like they were never there before.
I never tell any of the others about stuff like this. Couldn't even remember the poem around them. Just don't dig. It's just you, Soda Pop sometimes, and maybe Cherry Valance.
I guess we're different.
Shoot. Maybe they are.
Hear it?
Who do you think?
Lord, look at the church mice.
Dallas!
Little Johnny kicking pony boy, come here.
Never thought I'd be so glad to see Dallas Winston.
What's happening?
How's Soda Pop? Are the fuzz after us? Do the boys know where we are? Is Jerry alright?
Whoa, I can't answer everything at once. Do you guys want to eat first? I skipped breakfast and I'm about starving.
You're starving?
If you'd like some bologna.
No thanks. The police won't be looking for you out here. They think you lit all the other direction. I got Buck's T-Bird parked down the road. Ain't you been eating anything?
What gives you that idea?
You guys both look terrible. The police think you might be headed for Texas.
Why Texas?
They know me. I get hauled in for everything that happens on our turf. I let slide that you guys might be headed somewhere else. They beat it out of me.
Like I told you. Gallon.
Do you guys want to eat or not?
Come on. Believe it.
Be good to get in the car again. I'm gonna start next on the banana split.
I think it's time you tell us what's going on.
The Socials and us are having all warfare all over the city. The guy you killed, he had plenty of friends. Now everywhere we go, it's Soch against Grease. Can't walk alone at all. Started carrying a heater.
Dallas, you kill people with heaters.
You kill them with switchblades too, don't you, kid?
Dallas, please.
Don't worry, it ain't loaded. I know she get picked up for a murder, but it sure does help the bluff.
All that warfare, all over the city?
Just one more day. We're having it out. Tomorrow night, us and the Socials, at the vacant lawn.
Tomorrow night?
Yeah, too bad you guys will miss it. We got in touch with the head of the social club, and we had us a war council. So here it is. No weapons. If we run, things go on as normal. If they run, they stay out of our territory for good. I don't care how many Socials show up, they'll run.
Suppose they bring chains.
I forgot to tell you, we got us a spy. That good-looking broad that I tried to pick up the night you killed that Soch? The redhead. Cherry, what's her name?
Cherry? The Soch?
Yeah. Next time I want a broad, I'll pick up one of my own kind.
You're getting that same advice from the Soches.
Yeah. Can you believe it? Cherry the Soch is helping us.
She isn't Cherry the Soch.
Anyway, she said that if Johnny comes to court, she'll testify that the Soches were drunk and that they were looking for a fight, and that he only fought back in self-defense. How about that?
That'll really help.
Then I suggested we take a ride in Buck's T-Bird, and she said, no thank you, and politely told me where to go. What did I do wrong?
Maybe you should have tried a little more conversation before making your move.
Conversation? Man, this place is out of it. What do you guys do for kicks around here anyway? Play checkers?
We're going back and turning ourselves in.
You're what?
We're going back and turning ourselves in. I got a good chance of getting let off easy. I ain't got no record, and both Cherry and Ponyboy can testify it was self-defense.
But once they get their hands on you,
I can't spend the rest of my life in that church.
when they take you in, you'll find out that the greasers get it worse than anyone.
They won't tell that you helped, and you can have what's left of the money.
Are you sure you want to go back?
It ain't fair to Ponyboy to have to stay in that church with Derry and Soda worrying about him all the time.
Derry don't worry about...
Yes, he does. I don't guess my parents worried about me or anything.
The guys are worried. Two-Bit was going to go to Texas to look for you.
My parents. Did they ask about me?
No, Johnny, they didn't. Man, what does it matter anyway? My old man don't give a hang whether they're in jail, dead in the car wreck, or drunk in the gutter somewhere, and it don't bother me none.
Let's go back to the church. I left the book there.
Get in the car. It would have sure helped if you turned yourself in 5 days ago. It would have saved so much trouble.
I was scared. I still am.
I know, Johnny. I ain't mad at you. I just don't want to see you get hurt. You don't know what a few months in jail can do to you.
Like it happened to you?
You get mean.
Lori, the church is on fire. Let's go. What for? Get back in the car.
People over there.
That's not our problem. Guys, don't get back in the car.
What's going on? We don't know. We were having a school outing and suddenly the place is burning. Kids with matches. More matches. Stand back, children. Wait for the firemen. Sorry. Some of the kids are missing. They're around somewhere. They're missing. They were in the church. Don't worry, we'll get them. No, wait for the firemen. They're in time. God help us. Give me that kid, Johnny. I got a little one. How'd you go? Another back to smoke.
Guys, get out of there. The roof's getting in. Forget those stupid kids.
What's the last one? The roof is going.
Today I wore your t-shirt, and tomorrow I'll miss you again. I said that I'd forget you, but the thought of you still fills my head. Ooh, time goes on, it seems you're so far away. Here's your t-shirt, I washed it because it still smelled like you. Here's our memories, just take 'em. I need to start brand new, even though I'm lost without you. I found your letter on my nightstand, and I was gonna tear it up that night. But instead I read it over and over again. Something about it just felt so right. Ooh, you don't know how it hurts to see you with her. Here's your letter, I kept it, 'cause it reminds me of you. Here's our memories, just take 'em. I need to start brand new, even though I'm lost without you. Where do I go now that you're gone? How can I begin to try and move on? Feel my love just once more. Today I wore your t-shirt, now I miss you again. I said that I'd forget you, but we both know that it's not the end. Oh, I know I'm not so picture perfect, but one day it will all be worth it. And oh, I feel like I'm on top of Everest, but once upon a time, who would have guessed? But who knows what this life has coming? 'Cause I wanna fall so head over heels for someone someday. And I can feel the beat of the drums calling my name. No matter if I run and hide or spend a lifetime shining bright, I wanna be somebody someday. Oh, I know I can be anything I want, like a NASA astronaut. Ooh. Oh, I feel like running down the streets and screaming out who I wanna be. But who knows what this life has coming? 'Cause I wanna fall so head over heels for someone someday. And I can feel the beat of the drums calling my name. No matter if I run and hide or spend a lifetime shining bright, I wanna be somebody someday. Everybody has a past, and dreams don't happen oh so fast. But I know it will all be worth it. And even though I'm not so picture perfect. 'Cause I wanna fall so memories for someone someday. And I can feel the beat of the drums calling my name. No matter if I run and hide or spend a lifetime shining bright, I wanna be somebody someday. I saw you today. It was very unexpected. My heart was totally affected. And you walked towards my way. You said, hey, how are you? But I just couldn't lie to your face. I said I'd been all over the place, but you seemed to be okay. And my mind went racing about all the times we had. I remember last summer in the moonlight when we danced, and I couldn't get enough of all the words you used to say. All because I saw you today. It's been so long since that day. Now you're always on my mind. Something about it just feels so right. But those are words we'll never say. And my mind went racing about all the times we had. I remembered last summer in the moonlight when we danced, and I couldn't get enough of all the words we used to say. All because I saw you that day. Tonight you showed up at my door. You said you've been losing your mind. You just had to see me one more time. And you took me by the hand. And my mind went racing about all the times we had. I remember last summer in the moonlight when we danced, and I couldn't get enough of all the words we used to say. All because I saw you today. If I meant to go where I wanna go, you should come along for the ride. There's still a lot that we need to know to see what really makes us feel alive. If the sunset fades, that won't stop us now, 'cause I have found a smile that I cannot hide. But what if it's all for nothing? Only time will prove us right about about the way I wanna feel. All our dreams will be revealed. Everything is right in front of me. I just need to go the distance. So let's run until we find our meant to be. Find our meant to be. I wonder how you've been sometimes, 'cause not a day goes by where you don't cross my mind. And it feels just like a song that's been played away too many times. It's a melody in my head that means goodbye. I only cry about you from time to time, when that melody melodically turns into a rhyme, and the words that say I miss you start ringing like a chime. Oh, and your new girl, yeah, we'd get along just fine. Can't you see I'm not doing fine? I just wanna break down and cry. And every day I waste all of my time, wishing I could still call you mine. Someday I won't be so blue about you, when someone else takes my hand and spins me around the room. And when that moment happens, I'll be over the moon. But for tonight, all I think about is you. Can't you see I'm not doing fine? I just wanna break down and cry. And every day I waste all of my time, wishing I could still call you mine. Can't you see I'm not doing fine? I just wanna break down and cry. Every day I waste all of my time, wishing I could still call you mine. But I know I've never crossed your mind. It's fine, but I still wonder how you've been sometimes. 'Cause every day I don't know why, but you always cross my mind. And it feels just like a song that's been played away too many times. Now how do I say goodbye? Can you see I'm not doing fine? I just wanna break down and cry. And every day I waste all of my time, wishing I could still.
Hello and welcome back. I hope you all are enjoying the show, and I hope you got some very nice snacks during the 15-minute break.
You know, I can't believe how much memories this is really bringing back to me. It's been over 2 years since we last produced the show, and it's like it had just happened yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, something that I just thought of was in Act 1 in the movie theater scene. It reminded me of when all the ensemble went into a separate room with Miss Rachael, and we made up like all of our own like storylines for what was going on behind like the leads. And it was really funny, but it was also so obnoxious. So then we had to like cut all of it out and like tone it down a lot. So that was just like a really fun memory I had.
One fun memory I had was, Skylar mentioned it earlier. It was the Rumble. I have to mention the Rumble because that was just awesome. It's coming up, guys.
I'm so excited.
It's coming up. And also one other thing I remember was it was a pretty funny memory. Of course, it involves the one, the only Michael Ramirez. He caught me practicing my lines, and I'm super obnoxious. Like, I'm quiet, but I make really weird faces when I practice my lines, and he caught it on video, and then he showed it to me, and I was like, oh no.
That's really funny.
But I was very entertained by it, so thank you for that, Michael.
Yeah, one of my favorite memories was the drive-in scene. I thought it was just such a fun thing to work on, and I loved when I got the Coke thrown all over me. It was super embarrassing, but it was such a good time.
So now before we go into the next segment of CKP TV, we'd like to remind you again of the $15 suggested donation for tonight's stream.
Every penny goes to helping CKP build a new theater and just get them through the pandemic. And also, every $5 you donate, it automatically enters you into the raffle for our awesome In-N-Out package.
All right, up next on the stream, I've been looking for this all night.
Me too.
Skylar, what could you possibly be talking about?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. Up next, all of your favorite CKP teachers will be playing Among Us.
I expect.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Live from CKP TV, the teachers playing Among Us.
Starting in 5.
Ooh, there's a lot of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, there's a lot of stuff.
Oh my gosh. I'm scared. There's gonna be 2 imposters. Okay.
How do you know what you're supposed to do?
Underneath the gear is a map, so it can like help you find where you're supposed to be.
Thank you, Kirsten. No, there's not.
I'm not supposed to talk.
Oh. Oh no! The oxygen's depleting.
We gotta get it.
Where is
Wait, I noticed that the same time it got reported.
You guys took forever to notice I died.
I went up and I turned off fixed whatever the red lights were, and then I came back down and saw Joey, and I was like, oh, I wonder if he's gonna kill me, and then I saw that he reported the whatever,
So what you're saying is self-report.
Yeah.
I
walked in on
Maryclare is
dead
trying
bodies.
to cover for herself.
Oh, I have to vote.
You know.
Oh, there she is.
There you go.
Ah!
You thought it was me?
It wasn't me!
Hi, Maryclare.
It really wasn't
I
me!
knew she wasn't.
Poor
What?
Maryclare. Hey.
Miss Barron, Michael says we should do a fundraiser where people pay to play with you.
Or just like
Yeah.
Win. Oh.
Rachel's acting sus.
I'm dead!
I'm going.
No, what?
No,
I got top.
I disconnected.
Oh no.
Were
I'm
you
going to
imposting?
top.
Okay. It doesn't work. There's more.
To figure out where to go.
Oh!
Huh.
It's Mr. Maris. It's Mr. Maris.
Oh my gosh.
I should have gotten Sienna first. I was trying to find her.
Oh, Miss Rachel, I'm so sorry. I saw Miss R that was following me, and I assumed that was you.
Girl. The most. By the way, really fast, can I show you this? What is this screen about? Do we know what that means?
Oh no.
Oh, you need to exit and rejoin.
Okay. So just
Okay, so to be quiet. Can't say anything.
Help me! I don't know what I'm doing. I just don't know how to do.
Clearly, I was not the imposter.
Not Lindsay.
It's Joey then. It's Joey. He was trying to
probably Joey.
Yeah.
All right. He's awfully quiet over there.
Yeah. So is that a task? Did I do it?
Yeah, you probably
I did a task.
Wait, what? We're so proud of you.
Oh wait!
Oh no!
That was an
She accidentally called the emergency
I didn't do it on purpose. Sorry. I thought it was a task. What? I'm not the imposter. Oh.
Thank you, Mr. Ramirez. You have my back.
There's more people that skipped.
But, someone looked pretty.
Nope.
Good job. High five.
I knew it.
Standing
I
there.
was trying to do a task and then you came up with me.
I feel personally attacked. I keep getting killed
It wasn't
first.
me this time. It wasn't me. I didn't kill you.
I got you.
So how do you guys think they all did?
I expected top tier plays, and I am not disappointed. That was brilliant.
I thought Mrs. Barron was so funny with like the little interjections and like that was really funny.
I love Joey's faces when we got all like surprised about everything. I was like, oh my gosh.
But anyway,
Yeah, by the way, we reached over $215 tonight. So congrats, you guys. I'm very proud. Yeah, but we got to keep going. So please keep donating. We got to get up to $26,000. So please, if you can, definitely donate for the fundraiser.
yeah. But as was said, please feel free to donate. But I'm so sorry, someone's going on outside my window. But anyway, don't worry, I'm okay. Don't worry, everything's all good. But intermission has been long enough, and we want to get on to Act 2 of The Outsiders. So let's get to it.
Coming around. Where are you taking me? Lie back, kid. You're in an ambulance. Ambulance? Where's Johnny? Where's Dallas? They're in the ambulance right behind us.
Just calm down. You're going to be okay. You just passed out.
Didn't pass out. Dallas knocked me out. He hit me. Because your back was in flames. It was? I didn't feel it. Your friend put it out before you got burned. Are you taking us to the police?
The police?
Why did we take you to the police? We're taking all of you to the hospital. Johnny and Dallas are all right? Which one's which? Well, Johnny's black hair, and Dallas is the mean-looking one. Dallas will be okay. He burned when I'm trying to drag the other kid out the window. Johnny? I don't know about Johnny. A piece of timber caught him across the back. He may have a broken back.
He has severe burns. Severe. They're giving him plasma now.
Better lie back. It's better if you... I swear. You three are the bravest kids I've ever seen. Are you professional heroes or something?
I think they were sent straight from heaven.
The little kids okay?
They're okay. Thank you. A lot of the parents want to thank you.
Dr. Morris, report to emergency. Dr. Morris, report to emergency.
Hey, Dallas.
If you ever do something stupid like that again, I'll be the janitor, you hear me? Don't you ever!
Dallas? Mrs. O'Brien was just talking to some reporters. And some people phoned up from the front reception. They're coming up now. Claim to be your brothers or something. My brothers? That's what they said. But how'd they know? Phone number in your wallet.
Honey! Soda! Where you been? How come you didn't call? Are you trying to scare us to death? Honey boy.
Jerry! Sorry. I should've. I meant to.
Oh, we lost. We lost Mom and Dad.
Got much sleep this week?
They slept at all. Doctor! We're taking our kid brother home.
He'll be fine. There's no paperwork. You can go along home.
I'd asked about Johnny and Dallas, but nobody would tell us anything.
Are you members of the family?
I'll only talk to members of the family.
Johnny and Dallas don't have any families, except us.
I think we're about as much family as they have.
All right. Dallas Winston will be fine after 2 or 3 days in the hospital. One arm is pretty bad, but he'll get back the use of it.
Dallas is always all right.
Tell us about Johnny.
We already phoned his parents.
Give it to us straight.
Johnny Cade is critical. His back is broken, he's in severe shock, and suffering from 3rd-degree burns.
What are you doing for him?
Everything we can to ease the pain, but because of his back being broken, he can't feel burns below the waist. Even if he lives.
If? You said if?
If he lives, he'll be a cripple.
Is he conscious?
In and out.
He keeps on calling for Dallas and Ponyboy.
Can we see him?
Not now. What you can do now is go home and rest.
If he lives.
Dr. Morse, there's a call on line 4.
You wanted it straight, you got it straight.
That's right, Doctor.
Dr. Morse, line 4, please.
You can call in later and check in with the nurses stationed on this floor.
We gotta go home. There's nothing else we can do here.
Who'd believe 2 greasy-looking mugs could be heroes? How you like being a hero, Big Shot?
Like what?
Like a big shot. Juvenile delinquents turn heroes. I like that turn bit.
I guess we did turn all of a sudden.
It says you and Johnny risked your lives. One of the parents said the kids would have burned to death if it hadn't been for the two of you. It tells about the fight, too. You have to appear in juvenile court for running away. And Johnny for manslaughter, if he recovers.
What do they keep saying if?
They go on about how Derry and Soda are working so you can all stay together. And you've been on the honor roll at school. The reporter puts in the three of you shouldn't be separated after working so hard to stay together.
Separated?
Won't happen. Juvenile court don't do things like that to heroes. I was thinking of looking in on Johnny. Do you want to come with me?
It's a bit early. I don't know about visiting hours.
I can't wait for visiting hours.
Pony boy.
Look who's.
Hello, Two-Bit.
I know. You want to ride home in my car.
No thanks. I'm with someone. He wants to talk to Pony.
Who is it?
Randy Anderson.
Why should I talk to Randy? He's a soch. It's their fault Bob's dead. It's their fault John is in the hospital. It's their fault Soda and I get put in a boys' home.
I know that. Randy knows that. That's you. I have to go.
Can I give you a lift?
Maybe sometime.
Can we talk?
Hey, you know the rules. No jazz before the rumble.
I know the rules.
Meet me in my car pretty quick. We have to go see Johnny.
I read about you in the paper. How come? Maybe I felt like playing hero. I wouldn't have done it. I'd let those kids burn to death. You might not have. You might have done the same thing. I just can't believe a greaser would pull something like that. Greaser didn't have anything to do with it. Two-Bit wouldn't have done it. Maybe you would. It's the individual. Maybe you're right. Listen. I'm not going to show up at the Rumble tonight. I'm sick of this. No matter what you think, Bob was a good guy. He had a problem, but he was a real person. How could I have known that? He couldn't. And now he's dead. His mother had a total breakdown. They spoiled him. They gave in to him all the time. You know, he kept trying to make someone say no, they never did. He needed someone to set limits, lay down the law, give him something to stand on. One night, he came home drunker than anything, falling down, disgusting. He thought sure they'd raise the roof. You wanna know what they did? They said it was their fault. They failed him. They took the blame. Maybe if his father had given him the bone instead, he'd still be alive. You know, the only person who ever told him no was Terry Valance. No wonder he was so crazy about it. I have to go. That kid, your buddy, he might die. He might. And tonight, people get hurt at rumbles, maybe even killed. It doesn't do any good, because even if you whip us, you'll be at the bottom and we'll be the lucky ones with all the breaks. I gotta get out of this town. Running away won't help. Well, I'm more chicken if I plunk out of the rumble, and I'll hate myself if I didn't. So what can I do? I'd help you if I could. No, you wouldn't. I'm a soch. Have a little money and the whole world hates you. I have to go. You'd have saved those kids. Same as we did. Thanks, Grace. I didn't mean that. I meant to say, thanks, kid. My name's Pony Boy. Nice talking to you, Randy.
What did Mr. Super Soch have to say?
He ain't a soch. He's just a guy. He just wanted to talk.
Absolutely. It's my buddy in there. Hey, lady, please.
Might be good for him to see us.
Let them in, nurse. He's been asking for you. It can't hurt now.
He's over here. Can't hurt now.
Hey, Johnny Cake. Johnny Cake? Hey, y'all. I got a riddle for you. What's the safest thing to be when you made a gang full of social outcasts in an alley?
Dunno.
A judo expert?
No. Another social outcast. They treating you okay? Listen, we're having the big rumble tonight. Too bad you and Dallas can't be in it. We're gonna get him off our backs. Get him off our territory for good.
You know, you got your name in the paper for being a hero. Yeah, you.
Tough.
Figure Southern gentleman ain't got nothing on Johnny Cave.
The book that got burned. Can you get another one?
What book, Johnny?
He wants a copy of Gone with the Wind so I can finish reading it to him.
I'll run down to the drugstore and pick up a copy. It's just downstairs.
Don't y'all run away. Dallas is gonna be alright. You mean Derry? You're okay now. Johnny?
It just hurts sometimes. You usually don't. I can't feel anything below the middle of my back.
You'll be okay.
I'm pretty bad off being my pony.
You gotta be. We couldn't get along without you.
I won't be able to walk again.
Be okay, I'm telling you.
I'm so scared. I used to talk about killing myself. But I don't want to die. It ain't long enough, Tony. 16 years ain't long enough. There's so much I ain't done. So much I ain't seen yet. The time we were at the church in Windricksville was the only time I've ever been out of our neighborhood.
You ain't gonna die.
That's right, Johnny.
Dallas?
Still here, Johnny Cake. Your picture's in the paper. Mine too. Some guys came by to rub it in about me missing the rumble tonight. Said that when they saw my picture, they couldn't believe it and say wanted dead or alive under it.
That's a good one, Dallas.
We're gonna win the fight tonight. We're gonna clean out our neighborhood good.
Johnny, your mother's here to see you.
I don't want to see her.
She's your mother.
She's come to tell me about all the trouble I've caused her. Well, tell her for once. For once, just leave me alone.
I was afraid of something like this. You'll have to go. Please.
Be back later, Johnny.
The book. I'll give it to him. We need the doctor, please.
We're gonna stop him tonight, Johnny!
They brought a book for you, Johnny. Gone with the Wind. We can read it together a little later.
Can I have a piece of paper and a pencil?
When I come back. I'm sorry, but you can't come in.
I'm supposed to see him. He's my son.
Please, not now.
This is the things we get? After all the time we put into raising him, he'd rather be with some hoodlums?
The doctor will talk to you later.
Hi, my name is Joey Busch. I'm an actor, director, singer, and I was the director of The Outsiders. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's installment of CKP TV. I'm hoping that you're enjoying the show thus far. I'm sure whatever point you're at, you're like, ooh, that was so good, and I can't wait for more. Maryclare sent me over some questions for a little behind-the-scenes director interview, so let's just jump into it. The first one is, what was your most memorable moment from The Outsiders? It was a fight call for a tech rehearsal, and it was the first time that everybody had nailed all of the cues when they were supposed to, because everybody knew all the choreography. They knew it very well. It was a matter of timing the choreography to the song, And I remember the first time that they got it, I leaned over to the light board op and I was like, they did it that time. Did you see, did you hear it? And they were like, oh my God, yeah, they were totally. So the first time that it all came together and nobody messed up, it was like, oh, so satisfying. Second question, what was your favorite moment in the script that you think the Excalibur players pulled off well? Well, I would say the Rumble, obviously, as I just mentioned. The slaps in general, anytime there was the slapstick sound effect, we actually had a live slapstick operator, and they were on it every single night. And they were all really well timed. Specifically the dairy slap after Ponyboy runs away, that scene in general is just always so good. Is there anything that you learned from your students? Patience. But also I learned to go with the flow a little more when the script has higher stakes, because normally we direct the summer show and it's a comedy, and so I'm like, oh, you know, if this one doesn't land, whatever, you know. There's gonna be another joke that is definitely gonna land later. With The Outsiders, it's like, what do you mean the switchblades are missing? Where are they? It's a little different. What inspired you to choose The Outsiders? Well, for one, The Outsiders was a script that I was already pretty familiar with. And it's also a book that a lot of schools use for like required reading. So when I was trying to find a show that, you know, would be popular with both kids and also the general audience, it just seemed like that was the first one that came to mind. And luckily there were enough parts that we were able to do it. We had a great group of kids that were really right for all the roles, which was great. The next one, The Outsiders, is one of the most difficult shows that CKP has ever done. How did you prepare your students to pull off this heavy material? Well, there were a lot of warnings. Before anybody even auditioned, I made sure to let everyone know this is way different than, you know, the summer comedy that we usually do. And then on top of that, you know, there were a lot of warnings for all of the specific things that the script goes into. There were lots of discussions about the mature themes, you know, the realistic props. We did a couple acting exercises, and of course, we mostly just spent lots of time on the acting and understanding the given circumstances of the script. Okay, next one. What advice would you give to aspiring actors and directors? Well, for my aspiring actors, I would say be prepared for a ton of rejection. Rejection, that's the name of this business. The amount of no's you're gonna get is gonna be way more than the amount of yeses that you're gonna get. So, you know, the name of the game is persistence, perseverance, patience. And for my directors, the only way that you're gonna get work is if you do new twists to old things or you work on new plays. So my advice to young directors is, if you don't already know how to write, find someone who does and become friends with them, right? Find a playwright who needs a director and become friends with them. And if you're a playwright, if you're a script writer, find a director friend and they'll make your plays and your scripts happen. And the last one, any other fun backstage moments or memories you want to share? Oh gosh, it was so long ago, so it's hard for me to give like a specific moment. But I would say there were many conversations that were held after rehearsal with me and my assistant director, Rachael, which I always look back fondly on, whether they were like, hey, they actually did an amazing job with this scene. I had no idea that they were gonna bring it as hard as they did. Or if it was like, well, we got 3 days, let's see what happens. More likely it was more like, hey, at least we're not in the park this year. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you're loving it thus far. Stay chill.
Hey, my name is Vance Peterson, and you are watching CKP TV. Now let's go ahead and get back to the show.
Stay a minute?
Sure. It's gonna be rough tonight.
Yeah. Randy's not shown up for the Rumble.
I know.
He's not scared, he's just sick of fighting. Bob was his best friend since grade school.
Johnny ain't shown up to the Rumble either. I mean, I can't say he ain't scared. He's real scared.
How bad is Johnny?
Bad. You can't see him just now, but please, can you go up and see him?
No, I couldn't.
Why not?
Because he killed Bob. I know he asked for it. He made it happen. But I couldn't look at the person who killed him.
I don't get it.
You only know his bad side. When he got drunk, he was horrible. It was that part of him that beat up Johnny. I knew it was Bob when you told me the story. He was so proud of those rings. When he wasn't trying to destroy himself, he could be something special. Something that marked him different.
The last time I saw Bob, he was drowning me.
Think hard, Pony Boy. When was the last time you saw Bob?
Last time I saw Bob, he was...
Don't go to the Rumble tonight.
Did you bring in blades?
No, they play your way. Your rules. Fair deal. Randy told me. He knows for sure. I already told Derry.
You guys are supposed to be grateful.
I'm not looking for gratitude. I only want to help. I like you, Pony Boy. I liked you from the start. The way you talked. Wouldn't you try to help me if you could?
Sure. If I could.
I have to testify at your hearing. Randy, too.
To clear Bob's good name.
You'll be there. You'll find out. You'd make a good friend, Pony Boy. Good friends are a little hard to find these days.
I have to go.
Sure.
Can you see the sunset? Real good from your part of town.
Real good.
You can see it good from our part, too.
Thanks, Pony Boy. You did okay.
Wondered what happened to you. You feel okay? You look awful.
Got a headache, but don't tell Derek. I'll take a bunch of aspirins.
If you're really sick and you go ahead and fight anyway.
Keep your mouth shut. Derek won't know a thing.
You'd think you could get away with murder living with your brother, but he's stricter than your folks.
Yeah, but they raised 2 boys before him. Derek didn't.
You don't look so great, kid. You're all tensed up.
We all got tensed up before Rumble.
Skin never hurt no one. No weapons, no danger.
You got a fever?
I'll be alright. I'll take hold of the little one.
If you get in a jam, holler.
Promise.
It's getting to be that time! Is everybody happy?
I am a gracer. I am a JD in a hood. I black the name of our fair city.
Get thee hence, white trash. I am a Soch. I am the privileged and the well-dressed. I drive fancy cars and throw beer blasts and break windows at fancy parties.
And what do you do for fun?
We jump racers!
right? You savvy real good.
I'll take on anyone.
Hello, Daryl.
Hello, Paul.
Paul Holden. He was the best backer in his football team at high school.
That's Busch.
They used to buddy around. He's gotta be a junior in college by now.
Terry's gonna work.
I'll take you.
You think you can handle me, Paul?
I can handle any disease.
Hold up! Wait for me! Dallas?
Dallas, I thought you were at the hospital.
I was. I am now.
Let you know after I count my teeth.
I think some of our boys got hurt. I'm gonna go check on them, all right?
Come on, buddy. We gotta go.
Where?
To see Johnny. We gotta tell Johnny.
Right now?
Right now. He was getting worse by the time I left. He was asking for you. Come on, we gotta go.
All right, let's go.
Okay, and you need to cut this to have it start with me opening the door. We'll do it right there.
I love.
During rehearsal, when I actually got to throw Coke at Dallas, we got the Coke cans for the first time when we did it, and there was actual water in it, and I didn't know. Like, I knew something was in it, but I didn't know it was, like, opened. And I actually, like, I threw it in Dallas's face, and I was very surprised that water came out, and I kind of started laughing.
So there was this, like, big couch in the room. It was, like, away from everything. Basically, me and David Bowen and Anu were all hanging out on that couch. David like hit me or something, and then I yelled really loud, and then since I had already been like acting up that day, Mr. Joey kicked me out of rehearsal. He was like, "Leave!" I'm done with you. And I was like, that was definitely my most memorable moment from CKP rehearsal.
We would do the warm-ups, and one of the warm-ups required remembering people's names, and I was terrible at it. I forgot people's names who I've known forever, but in the moment I just couldn't remember, and it was a little embarrassing to say the least.
My favorite moment from The Outsiders was definitely closing night. There was an incredible bond created among the cast members, and after the last show, I think everyone realized how important this show was to all of us. And there were a lot of really hard goodbyes that night.
There was tears, there was laughter. It was intense, but it was amazing.
But I think that made the show that much better. I made so many wonderful friends from that show, and I truly treasure all the memories that I made.
My friend James and I were actually casted as Derry together because there were two casts, and we had also previously been casted both as Harold Hill. So we had this moment of just being casted as the same role again, so we just looked at each other like, oh, we're the same role again. Like, it was just like a really nice moment of just, you know, the real community that CKP offers in every single show.
I felt like it was more mature, I guess you could say heavy topic or mature topic. Also, there was a good amount of stage combat, which made it super fun.
Before The Outsiders, the only things I did were musicals, like Shrek the Musical and Music Man. So doing a play that had no singing or dancing and had way more serious themes was kind of difficult to adapt to. But in the end, it was really worth it, and I felt really accomplished after doing it.
The rehearsal time was so short, and we ended up having so much fun in so little time.
It wasn't like the happy, upbeat type show that CKP always puts on, so it was very different, but I liked it. It was a lot of fun.
In all of CKP's history, every show we've ever done has been a comedy that was lighthearted with a happy ending. However, Outsiders was the first show we've ever done that was serious, with death scenes and fight scenes and tears. And we're all really proud of Joey for being a first in CKP history.
Being in The Outsiders compared to other shows felt a lot more grounded and down to earth. Of course, all the dancing and singing is a ton of fun, but The Outsiders had a different vibe to it, and it felt a lot more unique and interesting to be able to play around and have fun with that.
I thought that was just really cool because, you know, it was something new for all of us.
My absolute favorite moment from the show would have to be the amazing fight scene that Mr. Joey taught us to do. It was absolutely crazy. We had music going on in the background that was synced to the punches and everything.
Anyone not in the Rumble would always run up to the balcony to watch, and it was so much fun to be a part of.
Practicing the Rumble was so much fun, learning all like the fight choreography, and it was just a blast to do.
Pulling off the Rumble scene on stage. It was really cool to be able to perform like that, and all of us worked pretty hard on it. So it was pretty neat to have that go as well as it did.
When I died playing Bob, but not even like acting it out, but just hearing everyone's reaction in the audience. I could hear like Miss Barron like sobbing, and it was like kind of cool to me that like something my acting could make somebody do that.
Because of the way that like my hair is, it was incredibly difficult to slick it back for Pony Boy. It never was right, and it took like 25-30 minutes each time, so I always had to prepare way ahead of time.
Trying to figure out the blood packets.
Whenever I got stabbed by Johnny, we had this blood bag that I had to squeeze perfectly.
Every night, Miss Rachael, Michael, and I would always try and figure out the best way to make the blood packets work and be visible to the audience.
There was blood like all over the stage.
One of the cast members slipped on the fake blood we used during performance. It didn't show much at all, and I'm glad it worked out pretty well because no one else seemed to notice.
When we finally got it perfect, I remember coming off stage with Michael, and Miss Rachael was silently cheering because we were in the middle of the show and we finally got it right, but you could tell how happy she was that we finally did it.
Cut.
That's my line.
My name is Maryclare Ramirez, and you are watching CKP TV. Let's get back to the show.
Way back there, boys. You can't see him. He's dying.
Dying?
We gotta see him. We're gonna see him. If you give us any stat, you'll end up on your own operating table.
He asked for us. We're his family.
Shall I call security?
You can see him because you're his friends, his family, not because of the gun.
Yes, call security.
Go ahead.
Johnny?
Hey, Dallas and Pony Boy.
We won. We beat the Socias. We chased them out of our territory.
Fighting's no good.
You still writing about you in the paper? I like your stuff. I'm proud of you, buddy. Really proud of you.
Dallas? Proud of me?
We're all proud of you.
Pony Boy. Stay gold.
No. No, Johnny, please don't die. Please don't die. This is what you get for helping people, you little pun. This is what you get. Please, Johnny, don't be dead. You see, Pony, I was crazy for not wanting to get mean. If you'd been tough like me, you'd never been in this mess. If you got smart like me, you would not have run back into that church. This is what you get for helping people. Wise up, Pony. Get like me, and you don't get hurt. Look out for yourself, and nothing can touch you. You hear me, Pony? Wise up!
Get down on your knees and put your hands on your head. I found it. Requesting backup.
Johnny's dead. We told him about beating the Socias. And then he died. Dallas told him he was proud of him. Told me to stay gold. And then
We had a call. We know.
Dallas ran out all crazy. Couldn't take it.
Even Dallas had a breaking point.
Kept telling me to wise up.
Pony. Dallas is dead too.
We had a call from the police.
Dallas is dead too?
He pulled a gun on the security guards.
It wasn't loaded.
They didn't know that.
Dallas wanted to die.
Easy, little buddy. There's nothing you can do.
Pony, what's wrong?
Derry? What's the matter with me?
Fever, exhaustion, shock, minor concussion.
Where'd you get the concussion?
From getting kicked in the head. You've been asleep and delirious since Saturday night.
Gary, I'm never gonna make up all the schoolwork I miss. I gotta go to court. Gary, do you think they'll split us up? Put me in a home?
I don't know, kid. Johnny, he left you his copy of Gone with the Wind. He said he wanted you to have it.
I don't want to finish it. I can never get past the part where the Southern gentlemen go riding into sure death because they're gallant.
Get some more rest.
Bob had been drinking. He was drunk. When he took me home, he said he was going back to fix Johnny and Ponyboy, picking up his drill. When I begged him, he told me to shut up and get out of the car. He wasn't himself. He was crazy. He got like that when he was drunk.
Sir, it was our fault. We only fought back when it looked like Bob was about to kill Ponyboy. It was in self-defense.
After the judge talked to you, talked to the doctor. When he called on me, I was scared stiff. He barely asked anything. Did I like living with my brothers? What about school and stuff like that? He told me to quit chewing on my fingernails, and he said, I quitted. The case is closed.
Ponyboy, I'd like to talk to you about your grades. Your grades have really dropped. You're failing this class right now, but I'm taking into consideration the circumstances. And if you come up with a good semester theme, I'll pass you.
Yes, ma'am. What's the theme supposed to be on?
Anything you find important. I want your own ideas, your experience, at least 5 pages.
Like my first trip to the zoo?
If you think it's important.
Well, I know it's not important.
What is important?
Schoolwork. Lot of the sweat.
Take it easy.
I have to get a job as soon as I get out of school anyway, so why not drop out now?
You are not gonna drop out. With your brains, you can get a scholarship. We can put you through college.
Big deal.
Johnny and Dallas were our buddies too. But you don't stop living just because you lose someone. You don't quit.
Look at Soda. He dropped out, and he's completely happy. So you can just lay off.
Anytime you don't like the way I'm running things, you can leave.
Don't! Why can't you guys...
What's wrong with Soda?
He lost Sandy too.
She's in Florida with her grandmother. She'll be back. They're writing to each other.
This came back to them. It is the letter that Soda wrote to Sandy. It's unopened. It's marked return to sender.
Not even opened?
Sorry.
It's okay. Really.
I'm telling you the truth, Ponyboy. I dropped out because I'm dumb. Look, I'm happy working in a gas station with cars. You'd never be happy doing that. You have to understand about Derry, too. He wants you to have the chance that he missed. We can't get hacked off at each other anymore. We're all we've got left, and if we don't stick together, we don't have anything. Pony, if you make it, you're making it for all 3 of us.
What do you say, Pony?
You guys get out of here so I can concentrate. I got the theme to write.
See you later.
You'll think of something.
Something important. Johnny's handwriting.
I asked the nurse to give you this book so you could finish it. Tell Dallas to look at the sunset. Probably think you're crazy, but ask him for me. Listen, I don't mind dying now. It was worth it saving those kids. Some of their parents came by to thank me. I knew it was worth it. The guy who wrote that poem, he meant you're gold when you're a kid, like green. When you're a kid, everything's new, dumb. It's just when you start to get used to everything, it's dead. The way you are, Pony, that's gold. There's still plenty of good in the world. Tell Dad. I don't think he knows.
Your buddy, Johnny. Semester composition. Teacher, Mrs. Sun. Ponyboy Curtis. When I stepped out into the bright sunlight from the darkness of that movie house, there were only two things on my mind. Paul Newman and a ride home.
Yeah, that's pretty cool watch. It's pretty cool to watch that again.
Yeah, that's super nostalgic.
It was so hard for me to watch that.
Just oh my god, like that was 2019. That's like that. Oh my god, that's like 2 years ago. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
of all the shows that I've ever been in, that was probably my best experience. So thank you guys so much for that.
Yeah, one last thing I want to mention, like I can't believe I forgot to mention it, but when Zach came on, like during when he talked, it was during the cast interviews. Just like, yeah, it's true. We held two parts together, and I really appreciate, he took the time to note that. That's very kind of him, and I like doing both those shows was incredible with him. So Zach, if you're out there, thank you, and just thank all of you. Thank each and every one of you for making every single show I've been in, including this great show, The Outsiders, just a wonderful experience. And I'm glad today to be taking the time to watch it again.
Yeah, just as a reminder to enter the raffle. The winner will be announced tomorrow on the Redcast stream. You also don't have to be there to win the raffle. So yeah, as a reminder, it is an awesome in and out package. So definitely, if you can, donate, and it will be a really, really cool prize for you guys.
So on that note, thank you guys so much for coming, and we hope you enjoyed the show.